Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin' Up. I'm an independent demonstrator here in Simcoe, Ontario. Um, if you don't have your own demonstrator, feel free to shop with me. You can reach me at stampsandtea@gmail.com, or my demonstrator website is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. So welcome everybody. We're going to do something a little different today. We have here a card kit, which is much like the paper pumpkins. They release a new kit every month, not necessarily to tie in with paper pumpkin or anything like that, but it's a kit you can buy. It's based for beginner stampers, people who don't have a lot of supplies. You get everything you need in the box. You get your block, your stamp pad, you get your glue dots, you get everything you need, and whatever you need to make all the cards. This card kit we're going to use today is called Light the Candles kit. Okay, you get everything in the box to make eight cards for each of two designs. So I'm going to pull out the supplies that I need for each card. So, as I say, you get everything you need in the kit. This is your instruction sheet. And the first thing you should really do is check that you've got all of the parts that you need for each kit. Now, I've already done that. Lovely little stamp set here. It says happy birthday, hip hip hooray, light the candles and make a wish, wishing you a happy birthday. And then it's got a couple of little sort of circular sentiments as well, some stars, some dots to embellish. You also get a stamping block. As I say, it's a stamp kit for beginning stampers. Okay, you get your clear block, you get a stamping spot. Now, just for ease this morning, I'm going to use my my regular size stamping pad, ink pad, but you get whatever the color you need to match your stamp set. This is Coastal Cabana. You get the glue dots, you get all your little pieces for your sentiments. Just there. So let's just dive in. This kit is let me think, $26 Canadian. But you also have to think, when you're finished, you're left with the stamp set, the stamp block, and the ink spot. So really it is a good deal, to purchase. Now, these kits are only available online, but of course you can call me if you want to order a kit. So what we have for this card then is we have candles, and then we have an overlay with the flames of the candles, so that will sit like that on the front of the card. Okay, we got a couple of pieces to stamp here, and we will need a foam mat to stamp. That's the only thing they don't put in the kits. And I do wish they would give you even a little foam mat, so that you could, so that you have everything. Now, a foam mat is not expensive. It's about $7.50 in the catalogue, but honestly, I wouldn't be without it. We've got a lovely card. It's obviously Coastal Cabana, but it has lots of different polka dots, little dots on it that match the candles very well. So let me fold that over carefully. Folder. Let me just move these to where I can see them. I don't want to lose them on the table here. The table's dark. So there's basically my card folded over. So then I have this piece here, my candles, and that will sit right in the middle of the card, just like that. I then have to put the mat, and you know which side is the right side of the mat, because there's no flames on this side, but there are on this side. So it will match up perfectly to the shape of the candles and everything else. So let me I'm going to use my tape runner and glue this piece with the candles on down to the front of the card. Down flat on the front of the card. Put it in the center. That'll do nicely. So now we've got some foam strips, as I see, and these are just very thin foam strips, so I'm going to peel off 2 or 3 at a time, and I'm going to look at my candles. I'm hoping these foam strips go down in between the candles nicely. I'm not sure you can see what I'm doing here, dear. So what I did was I've glued the candle background down onto the card. Now I'm placing foam strips in between the candles. I'm going to take another couple of strips. I'll stick this one across the top. This one across the bottom. I'll need one more to cut in half. Big piece there. And we might have to trim this piece here. Yep. There. So as you can see, we've got lots of foam strips on this card, and you just need to get your fingernail under one end of the strip, turn my candles right side up, look at my card and place this right on top of the piece I put down first. There. So now we need to do a little bit of stamping, and it's showing you here that if you're going to use the hip hip hooray, which they've used in the card, you're going to have to put it on your block on the corner. Okay, so let me find the hip hip hooray. That's this one. Oh, and it is quite a long stamp, so I am going to show you that it does fit corner to corner. Thing with these stamps, when you peel them off the acetate backing, just let them hang for a minute, just hanging down like that off the end of your finger, because often you can stretch them out of proportion when you pull it off. But if you just let it hang, it will just takes a second or two, and it will just go right back to the original measurements, the original shape. Oh, get off my finger. There. So as I say, we're going to have to use the block and do it on the corner. Do it right corner to corner. There. And it does fit. Fits beautifully. And as I say, I'm just going to use my big stamp pad because it's just easier for me. And I like to keep those little ones, these little stamping spots, and use them in classes when I can. Or if I'm doing a class away from my home and I have to carry a lot of stuff with me, they're a lot easier to carry than all my big stamp pads. Okay, so I'm just going to hip hip hooray, there it is. And then the next one we're going to stamp is Today's Your Day, and it's in here as well. Today's Your Day. Whoops, turn those that way. Just grab another stamp block for that. going to stamp that on this little white piece that we punched out, little blue piece, sorry, that we punched out. Pool party. Have I got that the right way up? I think so. Yeah, today's your day. Close up the ink pad here. So the longest piece, which is the navy blue, gets the glue dots. And I'm just picking them up like that. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to try and pick the corners off. Pick the covers off. Did that leave the glue dot? Yes, it did. Sometimes it's easier just to put your pokey tool in and pick up the glue dot there. Nobody else see that. Got 3 glue dots. Got a foam strip going along the middle of this piece. Back off that. There is my card. So we have the blue piece going down first. Just about, let me see, is it in the center? Yeah, I think so, just about there. And then we've got this piece going on top. And just slightly offset. Like that. And then I'm going to put a couple of glue dots on the back of this little white piece here, little pool party piece. There. And that's just, oops. Going to sit on there like that. So there's your first card. You have an envelope to match. If you want to, you could stamp a little something on the envelope. You have, you know, your other stamp set. You've got some, excuse me, candles, candle flames that you could stamp. You got some little dots you could stamp. You could decorate your envelope however you wish. So there's your first card. The second card we're going to make, again I've pulled out all the pieces, like that, and turn the page over. This one, very similar process. You've got your card, which is a lovely, beautiful yellow. I'm just not sure what colour that is. Bone folder. This one's going to stand this way. We'll make up this card. Same thing again. Let's look at the instructions. Same thing again. You have your printed cake piece, which is this right here. Okay, so you're going to put that down on the front of your card. Now they're telling you just to use your glue dots. I like to use my tape runner because it just covers a better area. Same thing again. Make sure your card opens right in the center of your card. There we are. There. And then we're going to use the next piece, which is the overlay, and we know we've got the right side going because it's got the colour on the candle, and it's going to lie over like that. Honestly, you could lie that down just like that if you want to. You can put it flat on top of the other. It looks just as nice. Okay, we are going to stand it up. We're going to pop it up on a couple of strips of foam, I'm just going to cut this one strip in half, because really it's going to be enough. And pop one down there. One down there. Making sure I can't see them on this side. Rid of the mess. Turn this over. Lie this right on top of the other one, just like we did before. There. So there's your sort of basis of your card. So now we just have to do a little bit of stamping. We'll bring in the stamping, the foam again for these, and this time they've used the Happy Birthday to You stamp. I stamped it on a little white circle, which I already punched out. And I've stamped it at Pool Party again. Okay. They've just used glue dots to glue this all down. And I'll put the blue to the there we go. Gosh. So I'm going to take the card. Just work on here for a minute. Over here like this. They've got it hanging off the end of the card. Yeah, it can hang off the end of the card, I think. There, and then we've got a little circle, and again they've just used a piece of foam. So the one I cut in half before, I'm just going to cut an extra little piece off. It's not a very big circle. Let's make sure we've got it going the right way. There, peel that off. Pop it on here like this. And there's your second card. Now the only other thing we have is we have some gems here. Beautiful little gold gems. See if I can get them out of the bag. They're actually lovely little gems, and I think what we're going to do is pop them in the middle of the candles. So let's see if I can do this. Come on. Oh, that's a lovely finish. Here. One there. That's just a nice finishing touch for these cards. A dot there. So there we have two beautiful cards, and I can't say this week that these are my original designs, but even so, if you're going to sell these cards at a craft fair or sell them wherever, please put the angel stamp on the back, which just says that all the supplies used were Stampin' Up! Supplies. That's it for this week, people. Stay safe, stay warm, and have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.